I'm going to talk to you about something that took me 20 years to figure out, and the opportunities I wish had existed when I was where you are today. Most people your age will spend the next 10 years grinding away at jobs and acquiring skills to perform knowledge-based tasks that AI is already doing. But you won't. Instead, you'll use AI as a tool and collaborate with it to build something amazing. And by the time most adults figure this out, you'll already be years ahead. And that gap matters, because every minute you spend learning AI now, your skills compound and your career will accelerate faster than has ever been possible before. There are 3 doors into AI. Most people don't know any of them exist. By the end of this, you'll know all 3, and you'll know which one is yours. My name's Casey. I run a LinkedIn marketing company called LinkyBot. It started out as a basic lead generation service for the real estate industry. Just me, a small team, and a few no-code automation tools. I had maybe 20 clients at any given time, and yet the full operations and daily tasks needed to manage those clients was exhausting. Today, thanks to AI, we serve over 50 clients across multiple B2B industries, higher tickets, more complex work, and 0 employees. The team is AI. Each agent is an expert in a particular field and is tasked with running their respective agentic workflows fully autonomously. 50 clients, 1 founder, 0 employees. And now I have more time to pursue my passions than ever before. Here's what those numbers leave out. I've built and scaled multiple businesses across 20 years, exited the last one after servicing over 1,500 clients. Real teams, real overhead, real complexity. Today, I simply manage my network of AI agents and let them manage the tedious tasks and complex operations. The team is AI. A single person can move like a company these days. That's the math now. Here's the thing nobody's telling you about. 3 out of 4 people you'll work with already use AI, and that number is growing every single day. But the divide isn't who's using AI and who's not. It's who uses it casually versus who uses it intentionally and collaboratively. You see, most people use AI like a vending machine. Type, receive, done. The kids who win are intentional. They treat it like a collaborator. They iterate. They push back. They train it on their context. They build a working relationship with it. Quick story so you know I'm not just talking here. About a year ago, I was prepping for a big client pitch. I asked AI to help me write the proposal. What came back was good, almost too good. It included great statistics, case studies, and specific numbers, but one stat really stood out. But I dropped it into the deck and was ready to send. The night before the meeting, I was hesitant, so I went back to fact check that stat, and the source didn't even exist. The study was made up. You see, AI invented a credible sounding statistic out of thin air and handed it to me with total confidence. So I almost walked into a room and quoted it as truth. If I had done that, sure, maybe the prospect wouldn't have noticed, but more likely, the prospect would have smelled it. Or worse, he'd Google it after the meeting and would figure out I was being sloppy and didn't check my work. I would have lost all credibility, not only from the prospect, but from the client who referred them to me as well. And the deal would have died right then and there. Here's the part that's tough. I build AI products for a living. I work with these tools every single day, and I still almost get fooled. And if it can fool me, it can fool anybody. The skill isn't just using AI. It's verifying AI. It's validating its output. The real skill is building the necessary harnesses around the AI so it doesn't hallucinate and cause bigger problems down the line. Different relationship, different outcome. You're in a CS class. You have a head start on 99% of your peers. What you do with the next 12 months decides if you keep it. And here's the part no one's telling you about. It's about which jobs will go and which jobs will grow. It's about which skills are being replaced and which skills are becoming more valuable. Here's the thing. AI doesn't take jobs. It takes tasks and routine analysis. All gone. The people who only do those tasks and not adapt will lose their jobs because that work itself disappears. What survives is the human stuff. Trust, taste, judgment. It's the hard conversations, it's empathetic communication, it's face-to-face sales, and knowing what to build. That's relationship work. AI can't replace it. But here's what's cool. AI can help you get better at the relationship work. You can practice tough conversations with Claude. Role play a sales call before you make it. Pressure test a product idea. Use AI as your training partner for the work AI can't do. Case in point, I built a specific AI agent to help me stress test this very presentation. So when you pick a door today, pick one that helps you build the actual human stuff, not the taskmaster stuff. So here are the 3 doors: user, builder, founder. Door number 1 is the user. This is the one who uses AI to write a better essay, research a college, stress test a debate argument. It's the task efficiency play. Door number 2 is the builder. This is the one who ships an app for the soccer team stats, or builds a website for her mom's small business. The one who uses AI as a collaborative partner to make something that didn't exist last year. And door number 3 is the founder. This is the kid who notices that his aunt is drowning in tedious admin work, and he knows what to build to help her out. He then gives his aunt a call and presents the solution. He even offers a family discount, only charges her $100 a month to build a system that manages those tedious tasks. He then decides to document the process and turn that into a real business that helps other people just like his aunt. He identified a gap and then built the thing that fills that gap. Then he gets paid to just repeat that process. Pick one or all 3, but pick at least one before you walk out today. Door number 1, pick Claude or ChatGPT. Use it for 30 days straight. Research, writing, brainstorming, planning, anything. But here's the move. Think before you prompt. 5 minutes of outcome clarity at the start saves you hours of rewrites at the end. Before you open up the chat, ask yourself 4 things. What am I actually trying to make here? Who's it for? What does good look like? What would make this fall apart? Jot those thoughts down, then prompt. Here's a quick story that comes from my quiver of mistakes. One of my LinkyBot clients is a military veteran working in real estate. He wanted to generate more home buyers and sellers using LinkedIn outreach. First try, I simply asked AI to write a 5-message outreach sequence for a real estate agent looking for buyers and sellers. What came back was generic copy. Hey, first name, I'm an experienced real estate professional. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the near future? Let's connect. That's exactly the kind of message that everyone gets annoyed with on LinkedIn. Believe me, I know. A single sloppy message would negatively impact your LinkedIn profile and your personal credibility. So I stopped. I spent a few minutes thinking out loud. Who is this guy really? He's not just a real estate agent, he's a veteran. What if we stopped talking to prospects like just another random realtor and instead talk to them relationally? Meet them where they are and start talking to people like him. Veterans with senior roles in private companies. Talk to people who'd respect his background instantly. I pasted that context in. The AI came back with an angle I hadn't even thought of. The Homes for Heroes program. A real benefit that gives veterans a financial reward when they buy or sell with a participating agent. He qualifies to offer it, and his audience qualified to receive it. Every message now led with shared identity and a real value prop. Just 5 minutes of clarity unlocked an angle so no generic prompt would ever find. That's how you train the human stuff we just talked about. 30 days in, you'll be in the top 10% of users your age. Door number 2, the builder. 18 months ago, building a functional web app meant 6 months of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, databases. Most people gave up. That's gone now. Now, Lovable writes the code, and you can ship a real app in an afternoon. I've watched kids with 0 coding experience do this. Heck, I do it every single day. I'm mentioning this because I want you to understand something. The barrier to entry for building apps today has effectively gone to 0. So being intentional and focusing on quality is absolutely paramount if you want to build something defensible and stand out from all the noise. Quick founder's aside for the CS Academy kids here. I'm a founder and growth hacker by nature. I'm not a coder, but I frequently work with engineers, and here's what I see. Here's 3 reasons why your training matters more, not less. 1, AI writes code that looks right but is actually wrong. Engineers catch it. Non-coders ship broken systems and don't know why. Then spend days trying to fix a bug that a trained engineer would have caught in minutes. 2, AI is great at syntax, but bad at strategic architecture. Knowing how systems fit together is still a human skill, and that's what your classes are teaching you. 3, better prompts come from those who understand what's underneath. Non-coders ask for a website. Coders ask for the schema, the auth flow, the tests. The coder asks the AI to generate the PRD first, then build. Same tool, 10 times the output. Code isn't the moat anymore. Understanding code is. You're training for that. Before I get to door number 3, let me show you the skill that makes both doors work even better. This is the one skill that 10x's everything. It's the way you talk to AI. Most people type into ChatGPT like they're Googling. They'll type, how do I make money in high school? And what do they get back? The same advice you've heard 100 times. Tutor, babysit, mow lawns. Basically, it's the AI slop that does more harm than good. Here's the move. These are the 5 fields that make up a perfect prompt. AI loves context. Hit all 5, and you transform an unclear idea into a real plan that AI can act on. Goal, context, output, constraints, and examples. The goal is what you want delivered. Don't just put, I want to make money. Try, I want to land my first paying customer that pays me $300 for building them a custom website. The context is everything you bring to the table. I'm 17 years old, I live in Santa Barbara, I know Lovable, I've got 7 days, my parents know local business owners. The output is the shape you want the answer in. Give me a 7-day action plan as a visual HTML. Who to contact each day, exact wording, what to do if they say no. The constraints are what to skip. No paid ads, no just network more, no generic advice that I could have just Googled. Now the examples are the secret weapon. It shows AI what good looks like. Use a tone like this. Hi Mr. Garcia, your bakery site looks dated. I build sites for $300, ready in 3 days. Want a sample? Stitch those 5 together, and you won't just get a list of ideas, you'll get a complete visual plan you can start running with tomorrow. Here's a shift I want you to hear. The bottleneck is no longer code. It's not even ideas. It's knowing yourself well enough to get AI to work the way you work. Quick personal aside. I have ADHD, late diagnosis. My brain does not process walls of text. I used to ask AI for a strategy document. I'd get back 4,000 words of dense markdown, headers, bullets, paragraphs. I'd never read it. My brain would I'd never read it. My brain glazes over. Then it clicked. I'm a visual learner. So I changed the ask. Now I tell AI to deliver everything as HTML. Color-coded, scannable, visual sections, same content. Suddenly it's usable. That's the deeper skill. Not just using AI, structuring AI so it works the way your brain works. Whatever this is for you, visual, spoken, step-by-step guides, find it. Now here's the pro move. Once you know how you learn, repeat that same process for your audience. If your boss reads bullet points, ask AI for bullet points. If your teacher wants a story, ask AI for a story. If your friend learns from pictures, ask for diagrams. If you don't know how your audience learns, ask AI, how does HVAC owners like to receive their content? What do they click on? What do they read? That's next level context engineering. You stop fighting how people consume information. You design AI outputs to land the way people best receive them. That's the unlock. So here's door number 3. This is the one I walked through, and honestly, took me way too long. What changed wasn't ambition, it was the requirements. Building a company in 2006, you needed a CTO, a dev team, an office, investors, a little runway, and then 5 years later, you may get market validation, or maybe not. That's the playbook I tried building businesses around for 15 years. Sales, operations, building teams, those requirements seemed like laws of physics, no way around them. Building a company in 2026, you can build a company with AI and have it operated by AI agents. I started LinkyBot 2 years ago. It's a LinkedIn outreach automation tool for B2B companies. Today I run it with 46 AI agents and now Marty. And no, Marty is not human. He's my OpenClaw AI chief of staff that lives on a Mac Mini in my office. His main job is to understand my business goals, collaborate with me to build the workflow architecture, then orchestrate and delegate each specific task to the respective agent autonomously. He has quite a few agents to choose from too. I have an agent for coding, an agent for content, an agent for design, an agent for customer service, an agent for operations, an agent for quality assurance, etc., etc. And the wild part is, I even have an agent whose only job is to help me build other agents. They handle the research, the messaging, the marketing, the follow-up, the quality control, all of it. I stick to the client-facing strategy calls, prospect sales, meetings, and other relationship work. AI rewrote the playbook, but parts of the old playbook are still needed. Strategy, trust, knowing which problems are worth solving, client services, the relationship work we keep coming back to. I deepen my domain knowledge and refine my communication skills, because that's the new moat. That's what separates a founder who builds a generic company that's soon to be edged out with the next AI advancement from a founder who builds something defensible. These soft skills are the new fundamentals, the part of the old list that never went away. AI will never replace the need for human connection. AI will free you from the monotony of menial tasks and give you back the time you need to sharpen your human skills. So what does it actually mean to be a founder in 2026? What do you need? Just 3 skills. That's the whole list. Skill 1 is prompting. Talk to AI like a senior collaborator, not a vending machine. Be clear, specific, with context. The 5-field prompt is your foundation. Skill 2 is sales. The human stuff we keep coming back to. Sales is just a relationship with a deadline. Building trust, listening for subtle cues, reading from the room. AI can't do that. AI can be your partner in it, but you lead the charge. Skill 3 is a domain-specific tech skill. Pick one: code, design, video. Could be anything. Mine was LinkedIn. Go deep, become the subject matter expert in that domain. Get good enough to solve a real problem, and then ship something valuable. 3 skills, that's it. None of them require MBAs or boot camps, but it does require the courage to start before you feel ready. So here's the challenge. Not this summer, this week. Pick one, do it by Sunday. For the user, tonight's project is run the 5-field prompt and compare it to your usual prompt. You'll see the difference. But for the builder, open up Lovable, pick a nonprofit you care about, call someone who works there, or just research their website and find a problem that they may have that you can help them with. Ship something useful before Sunday. It just has to be real. You can ship something in an afternoon instead of a semester. Founder, take that nonprofit example, that product you just built, and find another person who will actually pay you real money to solve a similar problem. It's not about the money. This is about your first real customer relationship. The thing AI can't replace. The thing your career compounds on. That first transaction changes how you see your work permanently. So here's the key takeaway. Door number 1 makes you employable. Door number 2 makes you hireable. Door number 3 lets you skip the line. Okay, so we're at the end here. Phones up. Take a picture of that URL, sbhstalk.linkybot.ai, or scan the code. Every tool I mentioned, every prompt, plus a 60-second quiz that helps you pick the door. Bookmark it, you'll want it tomorrow when you're working on your next project. Fun fact, this entire presentation, the website, the perfect prompting agent, all built in collaboration with my fleet of AI agents. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn. Build something cool this summer, post about it on LinkedIn and tag me. I have over 30,000 followers. I'll promote your work. I know what it means when someone follows through. See, the doors don't close, but life fills up. School turns into college, college into a job, the job into obligations. One day you're 35 years old, wondering why you didn't build that next thing. The window you have right now is real. Use it. In 5 years, the kid in this room who builds one product with AI this summer will accelerate faster than the kid who got the 4.0 but didn't. That's what I bet money on. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.